thought is here.
Why?
Why don't we just? No, I don't know. All right, fine. Okay, here's an idea. I'm just gonna do it now. We're all gonna love it. We're all gonna love it. Favorite color, go. And why?
And why?
Name the
Yes.
most legal trouble you've ever been in.
Yellow because it's bright.
Good enough. Next. Yeah.
My favorite color is
You should just say favorite anything and why. Yeah.
color. First color.
Favorite color, then we'll do favorite anything. Go. Blue and why? Wait, why'd you say it was? Fine, that'll work. That's good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and my hair.
Go.
Blue because there's like such a variety of shapes.
That's good. Cool. Go.
Alright.
Okay.
Red because it's like passionate.
That's cool.
Red if you vary the shape.
Sir Christopher,
Pink.
you're a girl. No.
Mine is also pink. And I don't really have a reason why.
Well, you kind of have
It's
to.
a beautiful color. Say black and then you have your answer.
That's good enough.
Black.
Why?
Like my soul.
That'll work. That'll be
As
fine.
you're wearing like a cross neck.
It's okay.
Uh,
It's upside down.
blue, sometimes green. Because. All right, that works. Kyle,
I was gonna say black because it's all colors.
you love Phil.
You actually like
I
it
just
when
think
it's white. Black is
Well,
not a
Well,
color.
how
not
you look at
white,
it.
but
Black
like
is
if
not
you're
a color.
mixing paints and put all of them together,
Black is a
it
shade.
actually makes like a crappy brown. No, it makes black.
All right, Daniel, what's your favorite color and why?
Blue, just because it's always been my favorite color. I have no idea.
That works. That's fine. All right, my favorite color is also blue, but I prefer dark blue, like deep blue. Like I just like those deep and dark and awesome. And it kind of goes with everything. And yeah.
I won already.
No, you Phil.
I'll play blue. These are my high school colors, and I have like all blue in my wardrobe.
That works.
It used to be green, and then it changed to like green, yellow, and orange because yellow would like brighten up my day. But then I kind of like navy blue because I like it weird.
Interesting.
I should say green gold.
Let's see.
Come on.
Green. My favorite color is green. I don't have a reason.
Well, you kind of have to.
Okay, fine. Because I like the environment.
Good enough.
But
Now, don't we all know each other so much better now? Abby has a black soul. Yeah.
What?
that explains a lot about why
No
you're
wonder
in
you're a loser. I was so confused.
Angelina likes blue. Yes, no, yes, 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 yes! Because it's like. Oh, yeah, it has so many different shades. Yes. Hey, why don't you lose
That's
the
what I
juice?
said.
Blue has
No, but
Blue has
red,
the coolest shades.
red if you vary the shades, you end up in pink.
That was fun.
No, you have to add white.
Good game, David.
Thanks.
Okay, but if you add white to blue, it's still blue.
How many think?
Unless you get eggshell blue. It's still blue.
Well, I'm just,
It's hugging me.
it's just lost. It might be too long an explanation, but we could say why'd you come to Concordia?
That works. All right, hey, new question.
How about honors in general?
Yeah,
Both.
that'll work.
Both.
All right, so new question is posed to the group. Please. All right, no, that's fine. You know, you do what you gotta do, man. I can appreciate that. That's cool. So question now being posed. Why did you? I talked to some of you about it. I think maybe.
You're the
Why-
peer advisor. You
Well, I haven't
should
even
know
done my.
this.
Also, quick side note: I will be doing one-on-ones or contact ones, whatever you want to call it, whatever sounds less weird, with all of you, sometime in the future. Yeah. So, anyway, so the question now being posed is, why did you come to Concordia University, and why did you choose the honors program? Feel free to be completely honest. If it was because you're just like, oh, why the heck not, or your parents made you, or whatever, or even if you wanted to, if you're interested. Any of the above, or your own.
You were interested.
Even if you really were interested in it.
Come here.
So, we'll start
you already know why.
with Joanna. Go! And then you can decide which way it goes from there.
Okay, so the question was why we're in honors.
Well, first why you're at Concordia St. Paul.
Okay.
Secondly, why honors?
I came to Concordia because it has like a really good community, and I like how it has like chapels twice a day, and it's like
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm in the honors program because it's supposed to help you graduate better.
That's fine. Oh, also they lied to you. That is not true. Also, can you say your name again, just in case some people have forgotten?
Such as David.
No, I know all the names. I know Joanna. I said Joanna. And then Lauren and Anna and
Peer advisor.
Ah! No! 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 Leah! Ah!
Okay,
I know.
Anna knows who I am.
Where's your name tag?
What? Oh! Sorry, Leah.
Didn't even cheat?
Oh.
Get pretty serious. All right, so which way are we going? Hey, Sir Christopher. Please turn around and stay with the group, please.
Let's move away from the waves because I can't even hear myself.
Can we sit down?
Yeah, let's go this way.
It's on the rat. Well,
Well, some people can sit on the ground. I feel lower than the rest.
I don't know. My niece right here. I didn't want to go to school near my house. It's in Concordia, like half hour from where I live. But I chose to go to the one 1,800 miles away. School like that. But I joined honors. I thought there was a scholarship, like, because the one at my Concordia, their honors program paid for like half of your tuition. And so I heard that and was like, I'm applying to all the Concordia's honors programs.
Yeah, we don't
Because
get
I didn't
that
know
far.
where I was going to end up going. And then I got here and they're like, yeah, there's no scholarship. I was like, well, I've already gotten this far. So, yeah. Wow.
I already wrote the application.
There's more than that. Another one.
One thing
Well,
I
do you have
play
any-
is I get locked in.
yeah. You actually have no choices
You
now.
can't get out, yeah.
All right.
Surprise.
Kind of a big deal.
I'm just kidding.
Surprise! So, is there any other reason then you said, or yes?
I don't know. I was interested in getting the Gen Ed done interdisciplinary wise, I guess. Met Dr. Schuler and he was really nice.
Hopefully, they'll have next year.
Wait,
Here with the pizza.
has everybody met
Hey.
Schuler? No? Who hasn't met
Actually,
Schuler?
I have not met Schuler.
He Schuler. The He Schuler.
Rhoda.
Roll. You should probably call her Dr. Schuler. You
Well,
probably should actually call her Dr.
Schuler face.
Schuler. Well, hey, Phil. Respect of the utmost.
Wait, so who's next? Who did meet Schuler?
Lauren.
Who did meet Schuler? Oh, we should share Schuler stories. That's what we should do. We thought about that, so if you have any.
Actually, I was working at the help desk and like Anna walked in and
Yeah, don't
she
worry,
was
you
like, hey Dr. Schuler, and I didn't realize that guy was Dr. Schuler, and then he left.
Alright.
I say yeah. I say we do that after Schuler stories.
All right, so
Where are we at? What's happening?
we're talking about why we came to Concordia and why we joined the honors program.
Awesome.
Next, we're sharing Schuler stories.
Yeah.
Or we can just start the Schuler story.
I think I kind of want to jump straight to Schuler.
Great,
stories.
thanks,
No,
guys.
Hey,
This
I
is
want to hear
commitment.
this first.
Yeah.
This is like the only actual get to know you thing.
Okay, so
we can
wait.
make it wow.
So are people able to multitask and do all eat and speak?
Yes.
Good, David's good at that.
Okay.
No, you can eat and speak at the same time.
Start like create.
Yes.
Should we be so radical as to join hands in prayer?
Yes. I say yes. We're a
On the same
family.
day.
What?
Do this.
No way.
You're being bad, Lutheran.
Sit down.
No.
And because I didn't want to keep filling out applications, and they were the first one that like said, you can come here. So I'm like, seriously?
You know what we should also say is where he's from.
Oh, good. I'm from Rapids, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Where?
From Rapids?
Okay. By the way, does anyone like taking pictures? Okay,
Uh,
'cause I have a camera.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, awesome. Do you want to take pictures?
Who likes to be in pictures?
I can. Do you want to take
They
pictures?
should
Anna,
email
do you
them
want-
to me so they can go on the website.
Yes.
Yeah, Leah.
So then
Yeah.
email them to Jackie.
That's the one yesterday. Just want to move it home.
Did you just struggle with Jackie Payne for It worked.
I lost mine this weekend in a field.
Oh no.
So maybe you should have hold it.
So is that basically it?
For my reason for coming, yeah.
Yeah. And what about?
For honors, I decided to come because it sounded like a good challenge, and I like talking about deep meaningful stuff.
That's cool.
Too bad that doesn't happen here.
Alex.
They're like, listen to what are they?
We're just the honors program.
Okay, I'm Anna. I'm from Owatonna, Minnesota.
I actually came to Concordia. Was actually my third choice, and I really didn't want to come here. But the other two.
Thanks.
But it grew on me as I slowly learned more about it. And then I joined the honors program because I kind of just figured why not. And if I got in, that was cool. I did that.
Okay. You do apply.
I'm the honors program because I wanted a challenge. I did PSEO last year, so I felt like I was able to handle regular college.
No, little did you know. Well, that's cool.
I didn't know mosquitoes could bite you through your jeans. Oh, I guess it's me.
I'm kind of from everywhere, but my family lives in St. Louis, Missouri right now. And I came to Concordia. Well, I actually came to visit, to cross it off my list, make sure that I wasn't supposed to come here. Well, I had a really good visit, and I just really felt like this was the place where I was supposed to be. And like just being here last year and this year really confirmed that this is where I was supposed to be. And as far as the honors program, I love to learn. I love to challenge myself, and my faith is an important part of my life. So something that combined both of those and both of those passions of mine sounded like the right thing. I came to Concordia for a couple
I'm
reasons.
sorry, what's your name?
I'm Carrie.
Oh, hi, Carrie.
And where I'm from, right? I'm from Rochester, Michigan.
Rochester.
My aunt actually graduated from CSB, so kind of had
We all heard that story.
Yay!
Really?
Yeah, sick puppy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then my
Okay.
grandma's been really involved
Really
in the
nice
school,
pizza.
so she's been like feeding me, go to Concordia since I was like 12. Or at least one of the grandkids to go here. And both my siblings visited and decided not to. So I figured, well, I may as well visit. And I just really liked it when I was here. I liked the cities. So that's kind of why I came here. Honors program, kind of same thing everyone else has said. It sounded like a good challenge. It sounded like an opportunity to
Actually, like all bubbles.
extend more than just normal classroom learning. Like get a deeper level of learning.
Thank you, sir.
I am Jay Weiler. I'm from Auburndale, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I picked Concordia because, I don't know, it's the only college I visited, and I liked it, and everybody was very nice and persuasive.
Come here.
So that's why I went here, and then I met with, I forget, I didn't meet Schuler on my first visit, but I think I met him my second visit, or maybe I met Rhoda, I don't remember. But I decided, I decided that I hated normal classes. Like I didn't want to do biology and stuff like that. So I decided, hey, honors sounds like a good idea. So I did it.
Daniel?
Well,
It's like my least favorite question.
I was gonna say.
Oh, really? Well.
Oh, great, now I get to hear this story again.
Oh, gosh. But I'll start now. Well, similar to Jay, this is the only school I visited. I wanted to go to a Concordia on a kind of pursuing. Oh, that's not funny. Pursuing pre-seminary studies, and so that kind of narrowed my options. And then I looked at Concordia, Austin, but it just didn't work out. So I visited. Found Concordia St. Paul. I liked it. I liked their history program. So I came and visited. I liked the campus. I liked the people, and the honors program was not even on my radar whatsoever until I came and visited. And my admission council was like, "Oh, have you checked out the honors program?" And I was like, "Nope, don't think so." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what is that? What is the honors program?" I was like, "I don't know." So, needless to say, there was some persuasion on my parents' part. "Oh, you should check it out." And then so that was when it started. And then I applied and everything. I don't know. I just figured one similar to Jay. I don't really like basic classes. Like I'm not saying I'm a genius. Like it's just too below me, but it's just boring. Just sitting flipping high school classes. I'm gonna learn geometry today. The thing I like about honors is that it interconnects everything. It shows you how this is connected to this and how it all comes together, And I like the class discussion aspect of it. And I never actually met Dr. Schuler until I came here. I only talked to him on the phone. And I don't know, that was fun. It was alright, I guess. And yeah, that was it. Yep. Daniel?
So, all right, that works. So basically, I came to Concordia mainly because it's near my house. I commute every day, so it's like 25 minutes away.
Oh yeah, from Canada.
So
to Texas.
that was one thing. Plus, two of my uncles and my dad graduated from Concordia, so it was kind of persuasion there. And so it was kind of, I didn't check out any other colleges because I wanted to stay close because of money reasons and everything, paying for dorm, all that good stuff. So that was that. As far as honors, it was mainly just, I got a call one day from Dr. Schuler, Mark Schuler, and he said that I don't know who, but somebody recommended that I be in the honors program, and so he convinced me to be part of it. From what I've seen, it's been much better choice for me than just doing regular classes, class discussion, just as far as how everything integrates, this year especially, we're going to have, the math portion, science, literature, all that's going to kind of come together. And I think it's going to be really good. Other than that, that's nothing special, but it's all good.
Okay, I'm Kyle. I'm from Fergus Falls, Minnesota, which is about 3 hours from here. Like David, I thought I was feeling led toward church work, and so that kind of narrowed me to the 10 Concordias because I've been brainwashed by the Missouri Synod. So looking at those 10, and I did look at other colleges too, but I said location's going to be my last consideration. I didn't care if I had to move somewhere else. And I knew there was this one here that was the closest one to me. But because I wasn't sure what I wanted to go into church work-wise, to make a long story short, ended up being Concordia St. Paul is the only one to offer all 6 of the church work programs, mainly because it's the only one that has Director of Christian Outreach. So I figured whichever one I end up doing, they have it here. So that was the biggest thing, I think. And so the fact that it was close was just kind of a, maybe this is a sign, or at least it's kind of handy. And then for the honors program, it wasn't really on my radar either. I didn't know about it anyway until I came to some visit day or something, and my admissions counselor said the same thing. Hey, have you checked out the honors program? And then they sent me down into the cave where Dr. Schuler lives, and he started speaking to me, and it was just like, yes. His words just were like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Even just the way Dr. Schuler spoke and some of the things that he said on kind of a personal level, it's like, I'm going to like this guy. I could just... and so signed up, and I enjoyed last year a lot. I'm really looking forward to this year. Basically for the 3 big things, I think. One is it's more rigorous academically. Secondly, and these are in no particular order, secondly, the integration with the faith I like a lot. So not just learning this, but okay, learn this, and then how do we use this? What does this mean to us as Christians, and how do we use this to serve the world? And then thirdly, just because of the community. Like it or not, we'll all get to know each other really well. I hope you like it. And so, I mean, that's kind of nice, especially when you're here as a freshman. It's like you already kind of have this core group of people that you know you can rely on. So yeah, I think that's everything.
How did I get to Concordia? Oh, I'm Amy. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. And how I got to Concordia was really random. I wanted to move. First, I was like, I'm never moving. I'm going to stay in San Antonio, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, okay, I need to go somewhere. And so I narrowed it down by weather because I was like, hey, I don't want any tornadoes. I don't want...
You live in Texas?
Yeah, but I don't live in the
Sure.
Tornado Valley area or whatever. And so I looked through whatever, and I was like, I'm not going to California because that's too high. And I was just like doing all these random factors and demographics. And so then I was like, okay, I'm going up north. And then I've always heard that Minnesota's like beautiful. So then I was looking at Minnesota, and my mom was like, okay, well, you should apply to like 2 different schools there or whatever. And I was like, okay. Well, as soon as I decided personally that I was going to pick in Minnesota in general, I came home and there was a flyer that came in the mail from Concordia St. Paul. And I'd never asked for flyers to get sent to my house or anything. So like to me it was like, you need to do this. So I applied to Concordia, St. Paul, and then I applied to the U of M, and then we came down here at spring break and visited, and I really liked it, and it was just like perfect for me because I wanted a small campus and I didn't want to get lost in the crowd. When we went to U of M to look around, my mom was like, "This is too big, blah blah blah." And so then, but anyway, so I liked it a lot, and everyone was all super nice, and my mom was like, "These people are weird, but it's nice."
I don't like it.
And they were like sincere about it. They weren't just putting on an act. So I think, anyways. And for the honors program, actually I don't even know. I think I was just sent an application because I wasn't close enough where they could be like, "Oh, come visit the school and we'll talk to you about it," or whatever. But I think I was just sent an application, so I filled it out because I was like, "Well, duh, this is what I'm supposed to do, honors program. I'm not going to be sitting in gen ed doing regular crap or whatever." But also Dr. Schuler like called and talked to me, and I was like, he was explaining the honors program to me because I didn't know exactly how it was all going to go down. And he was like, "Oh, we're going to be talking about all this stuff." And he got all intense, like probably how you were. And then I was like, "Wow, this is going to be awesome." Well, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, "Wow, I'm really looking forward to this. I think this is going to be really cool," and whatever. I don't know how I said it. And he was like, "Oh, wait till you get your first assignment." And I was like, "Thanks." And he was like, "All right, bye." I was like, "Okay." And so I just like,
Gotcha.
But that was it.
Aristotle wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm Alex, and I'm
Hi,
from Gurney, Illinois.
Where?
Gurney.
Gurney. I'm just kind of like that.
And the reason I chose Concordia is mainly, first of all, once I had decided I wanted to go into ministry work, I narrowed it down to the Concordia in Minnesota, in Chicago, and in Nebraska. So I applied to all three of those, and then I visited the one in Chicago and here, and this one just seemed like more the community that I wanted, and also my DCE went here, so he kind of convinced me to go here also. And then the reason I chose the honors program was because I got something in the mail saying, "Oh, you should do the honors program." And then, you know, I got Dr. Schuler talked to me about it. He emailed me a lot, and then he talked to me at the early registration, and pretty much I wasn't really sure at all that I wanted to do it. The only like perk that told me not to do it was that it incorporates faith into the learning and ties everything together. So I was just like, "Oh, okay, I'll give it a try," and so I did it.
I'm Abby, and I'm from Blanco, Minnesota. And I was on a Bible Bowl team with my church for 2 years, and we came to Concordia, and I was always like, "Oh, I don't want to go to Concordia." I just didn't really like it, and I didn't really have a reason why. But then my last two pastors at my church both went to Concordia, and the oldest one is like friends with President Holst or whatever, and was like, "Oh, it's such a great place, and we love it." And my last two DCEs also went to Concordia, and so I had a lot of like outside influencing to go there. And so I was like, so I visited just to see if I would like it or if it was maybe a possibility. And I was surprised, and I ended up actually liking it. And they had arts and dance, and then like my religion, my faith, all of that like combined. And so that was something that I was happy about, because a lot of other schools didn't have that I looked at. So that was my reason for choosing Concordia. And then my reason for choosing the honors program, I didn't really know anything about it either. But then when I went, they suggested it after like I talked to the admissions people, and then suggested it, and I didn't understand it, but it sounded interesting, and incorporating faith and learning and all of that was something something that sounded like something I wanted to do. So I chose it.
My name is Sarah Christopher. I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I chose Concordia because June, like 2 days before I graduated, I was gonna go to the U of M, and I just like freaked out because I was like, oh my god, that's so big, it's so soon. I was scared out of my mind. And so my mom goes, well, why don't we go up there? And so as we were going up there, we passed Concordia and we stopped in to see Dr. Weingarten. He was my mom's advisor. And I talked to him and it all sounded really, really, really awesome. And so I applied there, obviously, like, very last second. And I got in, and then I get a call from Dr. Schuler telling me to apply for honors program, so I did it. And I have never really met him again, so I just kind of like, sure, I guess. And so I applied, and I got into there. And so I was like, okay, solid, go with this. And I just kind of, it felt good to have a plan, so I went with it. And then, yeah, so Dr. Weingarten got me on it.
Alright, well, it seems like the last one. Save the best for last, right?
Wait, just real quick. I heard. Wait, can you finish yours and do yours again real quick?
No,
whatever, go ahead.
We'll fill you in later.
All right. Go ahead.
My name is Christian Muters, and I'm from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And the reason why I chose Concordia is kind of like Amy's. It just kind of fell into my lap. I knew I was wanting to go into church work, and unlike a lot of people that go to Lutheran colleges, I was not raised in the LCMS church. Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
But so I looked at a bunch of different just Christian colleges, not necessarily LCMS, but the Concordia was the best one that I looked at. So I was like, all right, let's go there. And then I just kind of got an email saying, hey, you've got a recommendation for honors. So I was like, okay, I'll just try that too, because it's a good opportunity that I may not get another chance to do something like this. And so that's how I got to both. But then I've never met Dr. Mark Schuler.
You will meet him sometime in the future. Ideally next year.
Maybe in a dream.
I was gonna say, once man gets off sabbatical.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You will though. I will too.
Change.
The final frontier.
Circle. River. These are all words. And words are important. No, I don't really have a speech. But actually, I do want to. If I did have a speech, I would title it "It's the Thought That Counts," and the subtitle would be "The History of Delta Day." So, and by the way, Deltas can chip in at any time here. So, I was sitting in class during one of our first gatherings, and it was kind of like I'm looking around the room, and I'm like, I really don't know any of these people, and we're supposed to be in class together. And sometimes when you have like a new group, part of the new group dynamic thing is people wondering, okay, where do I fit into this group? Like, who are these people and what's my relationship with them going to be? So anyway, thought, it'd be cool if we had some kind of get-together thing where we got to know each other. In the past, peer advisors have been given money to spend on freshman class.
We got to get this year, sorry.
So they go out and do things, and they cut that this year. So we decided that we would try and do something ourselves. So we wanted to make something that was sort of tradition-y, like something we thought might be repeatable. And so we came up with this idea, Delta Day, that way we can have it named after ourselves. Because Delta in math is the symbol for change. So we thought that was appropriate. And what we were going to do, David and I were sitting in the chapel, and Anna joined us at some point, and Sarah, a past honor student, was sitting there. We thought, okay, what can we do in the Twin Cities that's sort of related to change or new beginnings or something like that? And ended up that we thought, what better place to go than Lakewood Cemetery? And so, because we thought, the opposite of new beginnings.
We're not there currently.
Yeah. And so we looked into Lakewood Cemetery, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, a lot of famous Twin Cities people are buried there. They have, like, a chapel, and what's the other thing? The mausoleum. And we thought, okay, cool. We'll like go through here and kind of parallel, you know, what Dr. Carter talked to you about at the cathedral, like kind of. Dr. Carter. Dr. Schuler. What Dr. Schuler talked to you about at the cathedral. Okay, some doctor talked. And so we're going to go through and like talk about life and death and important things in the honors program. And then Anna and I went there today to check it out, and everything was closed for Labor Day. Even though on their website they said that they were.
Like you could see the burial sites, but you couldn't go in any of them.
Right.
And at the time it was raining.
And it was raining, and our thought was afterward we'd go to the park, it's like in the backyard, and have a picnic there, because they said we couldn't have a picnic in the cemetery. And it was raining, so we thought, okay, that won't work. So I just wanted to say a little bit to explain, it's the thought that counts. We were really going to plan this all out. We also, for a while, entertained the idea of temporary, tattoos of the, like, Delta and Epsilon. And then we also thought about having like an introduction to the family thing, like portraits, like welcome to the family, this is your new father, like Dr. Schuler. You know, and then with Rhoda, this is your mother. And then did you guys tell them who
And then we
Homer
came
is?
up with a title for Dr. Homer, and we decided he was Uncle Homer because he's not a stepdad, like it doesn't fit, but he's a crazy uncle that's gonna like take over when Papa's gone.
I mean, just look at the things he wears.
So it's Uncle Phil.
Socks. Every day, seriously, every single day he will wear those.
That comb over that starts down here.
Right.
So that's the thought that counts. And you know, in previous years, if you guys want to make us happy, you can, you know, have a Delta Day and welcome in the new students. Yes. And what was I going to say? Oh, also for the initiation part, you'll notice that there's a river over there. So we're going to need you guys to line up over here, and we have some bags that we're going to.
Yeah, no.
Just kidding. Okay, we're not going to do that.
I'd throw you in the river and see who survives the longest.
I did like though how some of you started getting worried when you saw that we were coming to a river. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to ask if anyone had questions for us. I mean, like, you know, I don't know how you're all feeling about the honors program. We had like a week and a half of it, you know, or do you have any questions or about college or anything like that? Like, we're here for you, and we're so excited to get to know you this year. And so.
We're like the older siblings of the honors program.
We pretty much know everything about everything, so.
In case you don't.
Not quite, but if we don't, we can talk to our older siblings.
Yeah, and in case you don't know your Greek alphabet, you are the 5th class, so you're 5th generation.
I know my Greek alphabet. I'm ready for that.
And since we didn't do the whole cemetery thing and everything, we're going to end up being back a little early, which I don't think anyone will complain about because some of you might have homework. I know I do. So unless anyone else had anything. We did want to take a group picture.
It's something I've noticed. There seems to be like
probably not.
lots and lots of free time, at least for people who are on campus.
Are you?
And then like,
Oh, you know, go ahead finish.
and then there's like lots and lots of homework too, but there's way more free time than there's homework. Does
Right
that
now.
I can solve that problem for you if you
Give
really
it
want.
3 weeks. You will have all work and no free.
Give it 3 weeks and
Wait,
involvement
is
in
that
as
like
many
a-
activities as you sign up for.
Is that a problem you have? Like, is that an issue you have with the program?
No.
You just wanted to know who was going to change.
I remember last
Oh.
year, like sitting and we were, be on Facebook and be like, I'm so bored, and our peer advisors like, no, like take advantage of it now. Build up your sleep. Read a book. You're not gonna get a chance to again. It does change quickly.
Okay.
I remember, keep in mind, it's only been like, what, a week?
If not, come talk to us.
No, we'll find
At the
something.
same token, get involved in campus.
Get involved in everything, so much so that you're completely overwhelmed.
Don't listen.
Don't be completely overwhelmed.
Learn to say no, but also
Yeah,
get involved in the things that you're interested in. It's a great way to meet more people. It's a great way to get like leadership experience and just a chance to enjoy college.
You don't want to be in the situation where like all of your friends are involved in things and they have this and that going on and you're like, I don't have anything to do and I don't have anyone to do it with because they're all at these different organization things. So get involved
Make sure
in
you
a
have
couple
friends.
things. That would be the first step.
They're also it's a great place to meet friends.
Where do we want to take our picture?
I like the tree. I think
do it.
my back.